Okay, where are my fans of members only Palm Beach? Because we have not talked about this show yet. I'm going to explain why, and I do have some tea if you are a hardcore fan about what is happening for season 2, all right? But before we start, welcome back. I'm the real Andy of Beverly Hills. Welcome to another piece of tea. If you are new here, welcome to the Beverly Troop, where I keep it real and I mention it all. So make sure to subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And if you're a part of the old crew and you have not done it yet, make sure to go to the notification bell, turn it off, and turn it on again. All right, because with all of my YouTube drama and everything that happened, most of my subscribers, if not all, got their notifications turned off. So I need you guys to go and turn it on so you do not miss all the tea that we're spilling every single day. All right, guys, so let's talk about this mess, because this one, girl, it's messy AF. All right, so when Members Only Palm Beach came out, I let myself go with what a lot of people were saying online. It was like, oh no, don't watch that show. That show is just like this delusional women, and they are all MAGA, and they are all crazy, and like this and that. So no, watch it, don't watch it, blah blah blah. And initially I was like, okay, I'm not gonna watch the show, right? And then eventually I decided that because a lot of people were talking about it, right, I needed to know exactly why they were talking. I piqued my curiosity because, as fucked up the country is right now, I was like, why people keep saying that these are all MAGA girls, right? And why they have like all of this hate on it, right? To be very honest with you, I was expecting these girls to be, promoting hate and racism and homophobia and, all the crazy things that these people do, and all of that, and xenophobia, and all of that. I was expecting, people to be talking about, Trump all the time, or like I don't know, I thought that it was going to be something like that because a lot of people were like really, really saying that this is who they are, right? And then I found out that with the exception of one episode where, they were talking about Mar-a-Lago and like, oh, I was friends with Trump, or like, oh, I knew him, or whatever, it never really get mentioned ever again, or politics by that means whatsoever. So I was like, okay, we need to like really analyze how are we watching these reality TVs, because I did not saw anything so different from what we are usually watching on like Real Housewives, right? Especially like, for example, Real Housewives that we know are Republicans, right? I think I have said this on my video many times before. I usually don't speak politics because that's not my thing. We're here for entertainment. And I have never really cared too much about, political affiliations, if you are a Republican, or if you are a Democrat, or if you are an independent person, right? The only thing that I care for is human rights, So if you are homophobic, if you are racist, if you are xenophobic, that kind of things, I will say, no, there is no space on my channel for any of that, right? And I understand that a lot of people with, MAGA situation is very, it's a shit show, right? I personally believe that not all Republicans are MAGA, and I think MAGA people are kind of like the worst people, to be honest with you, right? But Republicans, I have met a lot of Republicans people, and of course, a lot of Democrat people, and I don't have any problems with that. So when I'm watching this show, I'm like, okay, maybe, probably a lot of these women are Republicans, but guess what? A lot of our 5 favorite reality TV shows stars, are also Republicans, and we know about it. But the ones that we don't like are usually the ones that go to the deep end and become crazy people, you know, and are out there, you know, following all the crazy accounts and doing all the crazy statements and all of that. So I was watching the show and I was like pleasantly surprised, you know. I will say, guys, if you have not watched it, watch it all, right? It's short. I think it's only 8 episodes. Each episode is like 30 minutes, you know. And you will see some personalities. There are people that are gonna rub you the wrong way, and there are people that are extremely entertaining, okay? So definitely get into that. Now for the tea, if you are already a fan, if you're watching and if you really like it and enjoy it, we need to talk about season 2 because what is going to happen, right? You know how Netflix work. Netflix is very different that, you know, the shows that we are used to watch, right? Like Real Housewives. To me, the fact that they dropped the whole season just like right there, it's a little bit complicated because reality TV is not even like regular shows. We really thrive on investing ourselves into the stories and getting to know these people and getting to see how they are on social media and how they do all of this. And I think you get a little bit more of this when you space every episode week after week after week, right? Because, for example, 8 episodes will be 2 months, right? So you get to know these people for 2 months, and then you get the conversation going for 2, 3, even maybe 4 months after the show is over, right? But when you don't do that, when you just drop everything, yeah, everyone was talking about it, and then you even either have a good reaction or a negative reaction, and then it's dead. You know, and then people stop talking about it, and then it's about like the stars or whatever to try to go out there, you know, and like tell people please watch the show. Well, in Netflix, in order to get a second season for an unscripted show, and also I think probably every single show, they need to have a 90% of completion rate, which means from all of the people that are watching the show, 90% of them have to watch the show all the way till the end. Not start and you know, stop in the middle. No, I'm gonna save the last episode, you know, for later. No, you have to watch all the season. That's the completion rate, and you need to have 90% of that metric in order for Netflix to like give you the green light for the next season, right? Well, apparently, according to my sources, members only, it's very close. It was actually very successful. And the last thing that I heard is that they were needing only 10% more push to earn that second season. So they are going, that's why you're seeing so many interviews, so many people talking everywhere, because they need you to watch the show and to watch it all the way till the end. I'm here to tell you guys, watch the show. Honestly, you will find it entertaining. Of course, we will not know the political affiliations of most of the ladies. Some of them are very obvious, you know who they are, but there are also some of them that they might not even be not MAGA or even Republican, you know. So if that's like their issue, then you should not be watching any shows, because we have Republicans housewife on Miami, on New Jersey, on New York, on Beverly Hills, on Orange County, on Salt Lake City, you know, so then you should not be watching reality TV, right? I think reality TV should not be a place for political stances, because that's not where you need to go for your role models, you know. It's just literally for pure entertainment. Now, if they go to the crazy end and they start like saying crazy shit, then that's when we need to intervene and being like, girl, you don't want to be judged, then don't be stupid. You know what I mean? So anyways, that's the tea. Let me know what you guys think on the comments below. Are you excited for having a season 2? Who is your favorite and who is not your favorite? Let me know. And if you want to get all the tea related to Members Only, Palm Beach, or any of the other reality TV shows, make sure to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you around. See ya. Bye.